think we on the screen before we support. Yo, what's good? What's good? SAFL. We are back. Spring 2024. Adam, Rob Jones. What's good, everybody? Adam, what's up, my guy?
Was good. Glad to be back. Back in the saddle.
Oh man. Yo, opening week. We done had a nice opening week. I enjoyed opening week. Although I'm not playing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoyed the games that I seen. So how about you?
Yeah, I have a feeling this spring season is going to be more intense than we anticipated. That's my prediction
A lot
for the
of
season. We're gonna change the volume on spring because right now I feel like everyone's like, oh, it's just spring, whatever. I have a feeling that changes by the end of the season. That's going to change.
listen, all the games I seen were for the most part competitive, except maybe one. Um, it's gonna be fun because the teams are gonna get it together. Early. We have some new teams, a lot of new teams actually, right? So this week, I don't know about you, Adam, as ref. I tried to bring them along a little bit,
Yeah,
just to
sure.
get them used to our rules because all rules are different. Every league is different. We don't want you making mistakes. I'll probably continue again for another week before the warnings and the extra stuff stop and I start throwing offsides flags, which I'm famous for. You know how that goes.
I was
So,
getting heat for that this week.
oh, you were throwing them already?
But it was who is it? It was
Veteran team.
elite. It was elite Suicide
Oh, they
Squad.
don't have any excuses.
Yeah, they know
Yeah,
the rules.
they
I'm
don't
gonna
get
keep
they don't,
throwing.
they don't get any passes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So all right. So let's get into our week one games. Oh shit, hold on. My bad, y'all.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. And I just, Adam, I just created this graphic.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta find the right one. Yeah, so all right, we could start for now until I find it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know what I did with it.
I'll start. So I think we'll start with Goodfellas All Star since that's the first game of the day. I think the Goodfellas are the favorites to win the D2 chip. Maybe with actually, I'll take that back. I'm disrespecting Powerpuff. Goodfellas are definitely one of the best teams in the division. They got Yasha QB. I think he's probably the best QB in the division. I think unless we can find a way to get Simba to throw the rock. But anyway, obviously they look really good. It looks like All Stars put up a good fight as well with the 27-20, outing. The All Stars are basically that other half of Gladiators. We always make fun of them for rolling like 30 deep, so they decided to split it up a bit.
Well, they got a lot of guys. They got it split into like three or four. They could split into 4 or 5 teams.
Yeah. So, but anyway, they came out, put a good showing against a good team, and it is what it is. Did you catch any of this game, Rob?
The Goodfellas, no, that was the 8 o'clock game. I didn't get there till maybe the next one. I got there at the end of the Suicide Squad game.
Gotcha.
So I didn't see any of that. It looked like a close game. I don't know. Goodfellas is going to be a good team. You already know that. So,
Yeah.
they held their own. So, I guess they're ready.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Suicide Squad Elites.
Yeah. So I ref this game. Suicide Squad looks really good. They made a couple little mistakes, but nothing crazy. Elites also looked really good. I thought their defense played really well. Offensively, they got to shore up a little bit. I think if they can get a little more speed at receiver, they'll add another dimension to their team. But I know a lot of people were talking about Suicide Squad being the runaway favorites. I didn't feel that way. Not that they're not good. They got really good players, but Elites played really well. and I think these two teams will be in the thick of it
So
when the
I've
time comes.
I've seen the tail end of this game. Suicide Squad picked up somebody from the Assassins. I think he was there
John,
last year. Yeah. So that's a big pickup for them. They had to clear some cap space to make the move, and I think that's going to be really big for them. Like, how can you, at the they are the top D2 team, and they're able to improve offensively, so and defensively, because at the end of the game, he had a pick that he almost took back to the house. I know some of the elite guys were late, so I don't know if we can, they're gonna be much better, what I mean?
yeah, I
But
got
yeah,
you.
Suicide Squad looks ready already. So,
Agreed.
um, Powerpuff Diplomats. This is a tough game to be your first game. To be honest with you, I ref this one. This is a tough game to be your first game. If you don't know Powerpuff, we have a team called AK, which is a D1 team, and Powerpuff is their team, just changed a little bit. Amneat looked, Amneat played some good QB in this game. You were around for this one. Amneat played really good QB. Um, Diplomats, we're bringing them. They'll come along. They'll come along. So
So the match I think are new to Safl, but like a lot of these guys play in leagues similar to ours. A few of them have played in our league. I don't want to
mhm.
give them as much of an excuse. Definitely not easy to come up against Powerpuff, but they're veterans. They know what they're doing, and they need to figure it out if they're gonna compete. But I know their QB Umer is a really good dude, good arm, versatile player. They got a couple speed demons out there, so I'm expecting more from them. But not the best showing to kick off the season, but hopefully they can pick it up.
Yeah, well, it takes time. Every team comes in, and you may get the beats, you know,
Yeah.
but you'll figure it out. You may get the beats by Dre, then you'll figure it out. All right, next game. What we got? Gladiators versus the Savages. So Gladiators, they took care of business. Savages seemed undermanned. Um, They are undermanned. To be honest, I was supposed to play for the Savages, and I backed out a little bit late towards the season was coming. Maybe 3 weeks to a month out of the season, which is then they have to try to replace a player. So give them some time. They'll figure it out. They'll get somebody else. They'll get some players over there. They just didn't look like they had their whole roster. So that's my take on that one. Did you see any of that one?
I have to with you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that was me.
yeah. They yeah, I would agree. Savages definitely I think they're gonna make some key pickups though. I expect them to be really, really good.
Mm.
And with the Gladiators, I mean, look, what were they like the 3 seed in D2? So they're like really good.
Well, no, they were number one.
Oh, interesting.
They were number one.
Notice how I didn't remember that Gladiators. Uh, so yeah, definitely a good team. They obviously know what they're doing. And they picked up right where they left off.
Adam, you throwing shade already in week one's podcast?
Nah, no shade. Like it's too dark out for shade. The sun's down. Um,
Oh
they
man.
look good, man. They're a good team. They'll be right there when the time comes.
Well, they
Um,
have experience now because now they've experienced what it's like in the playoffs.
yeah, exactly.
Storybook season. They had one loss that could have been a win, and no, they had a tie. It was a tie, wasn't it?
Notice how we thought it was a loss. Wow.
uh, all right. So that's it for D2. We're gonna move on to D3. Some of these team names, I'm not sure who they are. I may even have ref the game, but I wasn't sure the team names yet. Don't worry. By week 3, I'll know who everybody is, and we'll give some more detailed
Yeah.
breakdowns and stuff like that. Spartans versus Lights Out. I have no clue which two teams this was. I don't even know if I did this game.
You did this game
I
actually.
did.
It was the new teams. A
Is
couple of
this
the teams.
was Rob the QB?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
this is a lot of the Thieves Avenue guys. mixed with some of Rob and
With
some of his
Rob's
boys.
guys. Yes, so I
Right,
know
right.
that team.
So, and
And
look,
Lights Out
last
was
year,
the new team.
right, Lighthouse new team, right?
Gotcha. All right.
Spartans are the 1 seed, man. And Rob looks like he's comfortable in the division. He's comfortable back there. He knows what he's doing. There's a lot of organization that I think that team lacked last season.
Mm-hmm.
They looked really good. And then lights out for a new team to come in and play the way that they did. This was a tough game, 20-13. And their QB Rohit, who's their captain, he's athletic. He's got legs. We're gonna have him on next week, hopefully, to introduce his squad.
Definitely.
So
So reffing this game, Rob played really good.
yeah,
Rob played really good. I'm gonna say I was a little disappointed in Rob last season when he played with the Savages. I felt like I guess he was coming back, so let me give him a little break. You know what I mean? He didn't QB in a while, I guess, and he was coming back. So I'm hoping this season here is his get back season, figure it back all out, and then he comes back up D2 in the fall for a team. Lights Out, they're a new team, so this is one of the teams that I tried to help, bring along a little bit. They got some guys.
yeah.
They got some guys that were moving. A few guys. I don't know their names yet. It's still early. The QB is quick on his feet. He ran in a touchdown, which was very smart because I had to. They had to ask the rule because we were within 5, so they had to ask the rule. They got the rule, and he did the right thing. He ran it in at the right time, scored a touchdown. I'm interested to see how they pan out for the rest of the season because I thought it was a good showing for your first time in the league.
Yeah, agreed.
So now we got a Germ in the chat talking about, can we talk about them refs? Now this is the perfect time. We're gonna go Browns Scott's Tots, right? This is that game. Now we can't blame the refs when people are dropping wide open touchdowns. I'm not gonna name any names, but you know who you are. Wide open. Walk in. If you score those touchdowns, you may win that game, right? They lost by a close game.
They lost
Now,
one touchdown.
yeah. So now I watched back the game. I actually wasn't reffing this game. I watched this game on League Pass. So the call that you could be talking about is I guess it was a flag guard. I couldn't tell what the call was, but anytime a guy throws his hands up like this after he gets out of the pack, I don't know. That looks a little guilty. So I couldn't tell from the video, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Our refs do our best. We do our best, and we do really good. I don't think I missed the call that day. I might have been late on a whistle, but it was the right call all day. So, did you ref that one?
Nah, I watched it on League Pass. I feel the same way you do. Scott's Tots made the chip last year, so they should. I mean, they know what they got to do. I mean, this isn't a team that doesn't have experience and doesn't have what it takes. You got to be able to adjust. That's the one thing that I noticed about how they played last week. I didn't really see any major adjustments in their defensive game plan.
Jeremy, you in the chat? What was the call? I couldn't tell on video. I thought the call could have been a flag guard. We can't tell on video, but I'm just gonna ask what's the call. Also, Germ, can you stop doing my moves?
He's been watching a lot of tape.
Can you stop doing my moves? I've been meaning to tell you that. You stole my spin. You stole my. You see it? Have you seen it on tape?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
You haven't seen it? His move is my spin now.
Interesting.
Yeah, right. Watch the video again. Watch the move he's doing to not so people can't grab his flag. He's doing the Rob. Listen, it's called the Rob Jones spin. All right. All right.
It's hilarious.
All right. Well, Jerma answer me in a second. So yeah, it just looked like missed opportunities by Scott's Tots. Elites look good. No, wait, sorry. Browns look good. Look good. Browns, early advice. You guys are a veteran team, right? Wait, am I in the wrong division?
No, you're in the
Which
right
one?
division.
Which one of the teams? I'm confusing them with the elites. I'll get back
Oh,
to the elites later. Yeah, I have advice for the elites. Yeah, but Browns look good, man. The D3 Browns look really good. Scott Tots, you guys look good too. Just a few drops, clean them up, and it'll be the wins will start. The wins will be there, just like it was last season. So I'm not even worried about you guys. Rest. You've been watching tape. Yeah. So I'm gonna move on to the next game. I'll get back to that call. Outlaws, Ballers. You know I like the Outlaws. I'm on record that the Outlaws are one of my teams to watch.
yeah.
Um, yo, they aired the ball out a couple times. I don't. You stay. Did you see this one out? Late.
I think I
There
referenced one
was
with
a
you too.
bomb downfield where it was. He just threw it up to his receiver, one on one with the defender. The ball was a 50-50 ball, and his guy comes down with it. Little juke move, loses the defender, touchdown. Now the defender, I'm not sure his name yet. He also had a good game on the other end. Couple mishaps, but he's new. But this was a very entertaining game to watch. I like watching the Outlaws. They're very, very entertaining.
I think I referenced one with you too. Yeah, I thought this game was more about the Outlaws than it was about the Ballers. Being new. I mean, they'll figure it out, but
Well, the Ballers are new, but they're not new. This is another Gladiator team.
Yeah, but the way they're made up is new. Like they got to
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
that
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Outlaws, on the other hand, I mean, they looked really good. They looked athletic, and
Yeah,
their offense looked like it looked strong. Like the way you put it is correct. They air it out, which is good.
yeah, they're
Um,
not shy with it. They
yeah,
I
and
want one critique. They had the game in hand and decided to throw the ball when I think they could have literally just kneeled on it.
I mean, those things will come with time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's only their
So
second
just
season. Yeah.
clean up the little it's about winning. I know you got when you first start, you're still having a lot of fun. When it's time to win the game, you don't even have to throw it. Just know the clock, know the timeouts. You get the first down and keep you can take sacks. Clock could
Yep.
keep running, the game will be over. So that's my only critique on that.
They'll figure
But
it out, man.
um Ballers, I'm not worried about them. They'll be my favorites in the division. I'm gonna go on record in week 1 are the Outlaws.
In the division,
In D3, I got my favorites. I feel they'll be there in the end. The Outlaws.
you three teams haven't played in this division yet.
Well, so then I haven't seen them yet. So
Yeah,
then
you
maybe
haven't seen them yet.
next week I'll
You're gonna see them next week. Yeah.
this week coming up. I seen the new team. I seen the teams on there. So when I see those teams, maybe I'll adjust. But right now, for what I've seen, I'm taking I'm gonna put my money with the Outlaws.
Wow, I'm actually going Browns again so far.
You're going Browns again?
Yeah.
Yeah, could be them too.
Yeah.
It could be the two. I ain't got nothing against the Browns. Those are my people. So
Yeah. Yeah.
now let me jump back to that elites game. Q is on the elites, right?
Q's of the elite.
Get him the ball early and often. Everything else will work. Just like that.
Couldn't agree more.
Very simple. When you had like Q is shifty dynamic, right? It's like it's me on a team, get me the ball. Them little shifty moves and you lose and you get 10, 15, 15, 15. Yo, everything else opens up because then the rest of the defense has to pinch down. Am I too early with these I'm too early, right? Week 1, I shouldn't be telling people anything yet, right?
I mean, I don't know. Listen, if they don't know to get Q the ball yet by now, or if they don't know that they need to get Q the ball by now, they're never gonna know. So they'll figure it out.
We got the chat saying Scott's Tots and Scott's Tots and Gladiators. Uzman, what's up, bro? All right. All right. So let's pull up the
Money, oh, hey, what
standing.
is it? Money is Scotch Tots and Gladiators.
Oh yeah, well, y'all'll be around.
I mean,
Y'all'll
they
be
won.
around.
I mean, they won like how many championships last season? Oh, interesting.
Yo, Adam is letting y'all have it in week 1. Wow. Hey, y'all gonna have to see Adam. Just for the record, y'all gonna have to see Adam this week.
Well, I'm gonna have to see them.
Basically, so
Oh.
he's talking, so y'all gonna have to see him. That's basically what he putting y'all on notice early. All right, Adam. Let's look at the standings. Of course, it doesn't fit in the box. All right, I got y'all. I got y'all. So let me make me and Adam a little smaller so we can see this. All right, there we go. All right. So in D2, is that correct? Powerpuff. Oh, they gave up 0. So we're going by net
Yeah,
points, right?
yeah, we're going by net points.
So Powerpuff, that's expected. Number 1, Gladiators number 2, that's expected. Suicide Squad number 3. So look, hey, look, I think it's already are
Should
we
I keep going, Rob? Should I keep going, Adam? Why'd you say as expected when you said Gladiators are number 2?
well, they win. They win games.
As
They win
expected at
games.
number 2?
As expected. Well, they're gonna be in that top echelon.
Yeah.
Goodfellas. The top 4 here look about right. Right? And you move them around a little bit. Maybe you slide Suicide Squad up. You definitely slide Goodfellas up around there. They'll be in that area. Maybe, maybe Gladiators will drop to 4. Whatever. It'll work. Those are top 4. That looks right to me. Elites, they'll get it together. They'll be jumping in and out of there. They got to get to the games. So looks about right. Diplomats,
Yeah.
another
I'm
couple weeks.
impressed with the All Stars and how they played against Goodfellas. That's not an easy team to come out to as your first time against and play the way you did.
No way. Absolutely not.
They look really good. Yeah, and I'll give it to Gladiators too. They look good. I'm ripping on them a little bit. They did look good.
Hey, so, I'm just gonna go to the comment box for a second. Adam's been having too many conversations with Sonny from D3.
Yeah.
Oh man, listen, D3 chat is always lit because of Sonny.
D2 chat is lit.
All right. So and D3, Spartans, Outlaws, Browns, Scots Tots, Ballers.
Look at the scores, man. That's crazy. All one score games.
Parody.
D3 had all one score games. I didn't realize that. That's crazy.
That's what it's about, though. That's
Yeah.
what it's about. You want it to be as close as possible.
Yeah.
The teams no team is a standout to be better than the other team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I know I call the Outlaws, but Outlaws 19-13. It was a game.
What was the game?
I feel like they could end it a little earlier, a little more sure, but it was a game. They ended it with an interception. Yeah. Two guys actually fighting for a pick. If you remember,
I do.
They both caught it and were on the floor trying to steal the pick. But yeah, so all right. So those are our standings. Let's get into next week. Y'all gonna have to see Adam. That's basically what I got to make a whole segment for that. You got to see Adam. All right. So, look, there we go, right at the top. Goodfellas Gladiators.
Oh wow, that's a big game.
So this is gonna be who is who.
Yeah,
this is a game early in the season that's gonna show who is who. This is gonna be a tough game. This is gonna be a good game for both teams. Gladiators went basically undefeated last season in D2, but they didn't have to see Yash. So then you got Yash, Ant. Yasir is on that roster.
Crazy.
This is gonna be what time is that game, Adam? If you know.
Looking
8 a.m. right?
It's early. No, they actually play at 12 tomorrow. Or on
12.
Saturday.
Nice. Okay, I may get to see that one. All right. So to me, that's the game of the week.
Wait until you
the next one. Wow. Who's deciding what games are recorded? Can I please know?
It's up to Guinea. And
It's
when he
up to
feels like
Guinea.
gracing us with his
So
presence,
he's
yeah,
doing 2. I'm gonna have
he's
to
doing
call
good.
Guinea after this.
You might have to.
I'm gonna have to call Guinea after this. There is no there's these 2 games need to be recorded.
They're
No
back to back.
disrespect to anybody else.
They're back to back.
Yeah. All right. Do I have it right? Wait. So wait, hold on. There's no doubleheader, right? So I got
No,
something
no, no.
wrong.
That should be Savages versus All Stars.
Savages versus All Stars. Okay. So we'll yeah. My bad, guys. It's week 1. Y'all got to give me a break. All right. So yeah. These two games up here are going to be really good. Powerpuff Suicide Squad. I'm not sure who's the QB for Powerpuff this week because Manjot may be back. I'm not sure, but like I said, Amneet played amazing quarterback for them this week here, so that's going to be good. So it's the four top guys who, in my opinion, the 4 top teams. Elites and no disrespect, Gladiators. Elites will be there with you to fight for that 4th spot up at
It's
the
all the
top.
1-0s versus all the 0-1s.
All right.
My game of the week is probably Suicide Squad Powerpuff. That's gonna be sick.
It is. It is. Who you got? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Goodfellas Gladiators. I'm gonna give it to Gladiators. I'm gonna go 35-28. Suicide Squad Powerpuff. I got Powerpuff. I'm gonna go 21-16. I don't even know if that's possible, but whatever. Something in that range. What about you?
Damn. That's I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with Goodfellas this time around. Reason why: Gladiators haven't played against Yash.
No, they haven't. That's a good point.
He's real. That's just I get to play with him. I've played against him. He's real. I had to realize he was real too. Like I know I've mentioned that before, but he's real. So I think he may be too much to handle with Anthony Lewis and Yasir and them. It might be too much for them for now. Like, they need to see them first and then game plan the next time.
I changed my pick. I think you're right.
Yeah, it's a
you're right. That's me.
QB is a big thing in this league. So I'm gonna go Goodfellas in that game. I didn't get to see them, so I don't know how good their defense looks. Because Gladiators do score, so I don't know. Goodfellas by 14. No specific score.
Yeah, it's gonna be
and said, "Come over to the good side, Adam." All right. Suicide Squad Powerpuff. It depends on who's QB. I'm not gonna say which way I would lean, but I'm gonna go this week here. Nah, I'm gonna go Powerpuff. I'm gonna go Powerpuff. I feel like a Suicide Squad they still gonna have to work out their new people a little bit. I know the rest of the team is roster, but you're gonna to get him involved a little bit more. Jay will figure it out, which he already sort of looked like he did, but I think Powerpuff would be too much for them. Defensively, Powerpuff is gonna be good. So, all right. Elites versus Diplomats.
Elites versus Diplomats. I'm gonna go Elites. I think Diplomats take another week to figure it out.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. So we agree there. And this is Savages versus All Stars.
I'm gonna go All Stars. I think Savages. It depends on who that roster is, man. They're week by week. If they can get their full roster, I actually think Savages could eke it out because that's a really strong skill position place, and then Hash is a pretty good quarterback, but it depends on what that roster looks like.
All right, so Hash got to put this team on his back.
Yeah, he does.
Last week there were just like the throws were like Like when I mean a hair between touchdown and incomplete. It was like right there, like like beautiful passes too. Like just little disconnects. But when you feel like you have to throw some stuff together. So you gotta, you'll get used to your guys. And then he'll be on the money. So they'll be there. They'll get it together. So now we're going to go down to D3, Outlaws versus the Caliphs. I know who the Caliphs are from another league. So this is they kind of match up. If you know who the Caliphs are, do you not? I feel like they match up a little bit.
I know some of their players. I know ZQ.
Yeah.
Um, so I know a couple of them. I haven't seen them in action, to be honest. So I don't know.
Adam, read the chat, Adam.
That's crazy. No Diddy.
No Diddy, man.
No Diddy. I'm just keep moving. That's crazy.
I wouldn't expect anything else from a KD fan. I'll leave it at that. So Outlaws, who you got in that game?
I'm gonna go Outlaws just because that's who I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they keep it rolling.
All right. So they, like I said, they match up well, but I'm also gonna go Outlaws. Caliph's gonna need a week or two here. The leagues are a little different, so they're gonna need some games to get it together. All right. And like I said, somebody's gonna have to see Adam this week. Thunder Browns. Adam, who you got?
Thunder. Thunder's gonna get smacked, I think.
Adam.
Yeah, we don't got it. We don't got it popping this week, unfortunately.
The roster short.
And the Browns are the Browns are just better than us. I mean, they're more refined, right? Like they got what they need. They're a little more seasoned, so I mean the Thunder team, D3 team looked good towards the end of the year, but who knows, man?
All right.
They got me on the roster this year, so they obviously took.
Well,
a step
hey,
back.
listen, that somebody has to see Adam, as I've been saying. So Adam, you got to put him on your back.
We'll see.
That's all it is.
Maybe I won't have to. Maybe we got skill guys.
All right, but unfortunately, Adam, I'm gonna have to pick against you this one here. I'm gonna have to take the Browns. I have to take the Browns. If I was a betting man, I'm gonna take the Browns.
More money's on Browns, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're in agreement. Now this team name, I'm not sure how to say it. Oma versus Scott's Tots, and this is whose team? Abdul.
Yeah.
Oh, the KD fan.
The KD fan.
Yeah. They down 2-0, Abdul. I see you in the chat. They're down 2-0. I just wanted to let you know that. So I don't know who's on their roster. So Scott, I'm gonna pick Scott's Tots in this one. Because I don't know the team yet. I have to see them. So until I see who they are,
I think I got to go the same, man. I haven't seen them play yet. I expect they're going to be really good because I don't think Abdul would put together a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
But until I see them play, I got to go with Scott's Tots. They're obviously the more seasoned team.
Yeah,
they've had success in this division before. So
now, no disrespect to Scott's Tots. We probably were going to pick you anyway. But just saying that we haven't seen this.
Exactly.
Yeah, we probably were going to select you anyway. And Lights Out Ballers.
Lights Out versus Ballers. I'm gonna go with the surprise pick, man. I'm gonna go Lights Out here. I think they're gonna shock the Ballers a little bit. Even though they're new, they look really good last week.
So now, who's QBing for the Ballers? Y'all in this chat. Who's QBing? Who's playing QB? That's y'all can answer me that, then I can answer who I got in this game. You know what? I don't even need to know. I'm gonna pick the Ballers in this one. I think experience is gonna prevail. So that's my take on that.
We'll see. Ballers look honestly, man. Like they talk about their QB issues, but they played really well last week. I mean, what they was like what was like 19-13. That's not crazy.
Hmm.
You know,
They had
like,
they have multiple QBs.
and I didn't think James was that bad. I mean, I think
James
but
played a great game.
yeah, QB is hard, man. I've done it. It's not easy. And if he's the QB for the Ballers, I think he's the best on his feet in the division, right?
Mm.
So I think if he just
So
finds a couple plays that work for him,
so
he's good.
James may have thought he played a bad game, right? James played a great game. I wouldn't even have there would have been no thought to be subbing. You know what I'm saying? To be changing. He was playing really good. There was a touchdown in the back of the end zone. He threw a dime, but the receiver honestly didn't pay attention to his feet and just stepped out. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like he was throwing them. He was doing good. Then he took off a few times, not too much. As I realized, as when a receiver turns and plays quarterback, they always try not to run. You know what I mean? Like you try to be a quarterback. But hey,
Yeah,
listen, James, you want to win. Take off when you have to. Don't do it too much because then you'll be too tired to throw. But when you have to, take off. And you played a good game, bro. Like it. I actually was impressed by the way you played, being a non-quarterback playing quarterback. So,
agreed. I thought he looked. I thought he played well.
and then when they switched, what happened was it was just familiar a quarterback familiar with his receiver. I think they threw
Yeah,
a bomb and scored down the other side. That's
I mean,
just
I
pitch
think
and catch. They've been doing that
Usman took
forever.
over. I think Usman took over,
Yeah,
and
Usman took over and threw a bomb to his brother right away. Of
yeah, I
course,
mean,
they just know
yeah,
each other.
yeah. I mean, but he's QB'd I think in CFL before, so
Yeah,
he
no,
knows the
Usman
guys.
QBs.
They'll be all
He's
right.
he's solid.
Yeah,
They have the people on the roster
yeah.
with whatever they want to do. So I'm not worried
Fun
about that.
fact: my first Safl game ever, or maybe my second one,
Hmm.
Usman almost got into a fight with remember Mo Solomon
Yeah.
over team disputes, and then Usman went over to CFL for a couple of years.
Mm. Well, we got him back. We got him back. Yeah, but like I said, they have the rostered QBs. James going to get the W this weekend with 3 TD. You hear that? That's high. Listen, I'm gonna hold you to that. But who is that?
It's
Anthony.
Anthony.
Anthony said James 3 TDs, 0 interceptions for a W this week. Well, we picked the ballers, so that may sound about right. So, all right. Hey, Adam, we kind of covered everything already. I don't know anything. Yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, so the veteran teams, when you're playing a team that's new, bear with us a little bit. There's rules that they won't know. So if you feel like we're, giving too much warnings, because some guys like, why do you keep warning them? Because they don't know. They got to get used to it. You know what I mean? You don't just throw them out there and just say, hey, go play football. It doesn't work like that. By week 2, 3, it'll be regular. Everybody will be the same. But I give equal warnings to both teams. So
Yeah,
it's not lopsided. I'm not flagging you and then warning them. So everybody gets the warning. So and then eventually it'll stop. So Adam, anything?
nah. Hey, spring season, whatever. Have fun. I think you guys are gonna get. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna be more into it than you realize. And thank you for helping us grow. We're at 17 teams in the spring. That's pretty crazy. We weren't even at 17 teams in the fall, not that long ago. So to
Yeah.
have this many people in the spring, amazing.
And D3, if D3 continues the way it's going, it's going to be a big division.
Might have to make a D4.
Yeah. Well, watching
Um,
the teams, they were pretty even.
One score
So
games. Dude, if we get to a D4, I think I'd hang it up. I'd retire at that point.
that means you're doing a good job.
Yeah, but
That means
sometimes
you're doing a good job.
yeah,
So
might have to pass on to you.
yeah. Listen, I see. Listen, I'm in all them chats. I see how much they harass you guys.
You're just in the group chats.
Yeah. Oh, you get the personal messages too.
Yeah. Listen, I'm messing around. It's never that bad, so
Mm.
it's all good.
Oh,
Your jerseys are
Germ,
coming.
listen. Germ we got on kind of late today, so we're not gonna have any guests on. But you know you're gonna come on. I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I
We'll
will say
definitely
the
have guests next week.
let me say the jerseys are on the way. I have picture proof of them in production. They're gonna be much quicker than they were last season. I will say this, guys. I told you guys April 6th, and I was getting changes to the jersey orders a week after that. When I give you guys a date, I seriously mean it. I was nice enough this time to have it happen, but that's why you're getting a delay. And Jerem is not going to get his jersey if he keeps this up. So
listen. Since Adam now answered the jersey question right here, right, and he'll answer it on the podcast again next week. Can we not ask in the chat, please? Can we not? Like, is that possible? Some jerseys will be in for the first week of playoffs. Y'all look good. Y'all look good first week.
At least they'll be clean. Well, Jerem, tell you what, dude, the 9 seed in D3, I'm pretty sure it gets bounced, so maybe you won't even get them. I'll mail it to you. Don't worry, bro. I'll pay for the stamp too. Make sure you do your homework.
That's funny. Listen, man. So I think that's it, Adam. Week 1 in the books. Listen. This is our first week back. Everything will be a little bit more polished. We'll have some more graphics next week. We'll have some guests on like we always do. Good luck to all the teams this week. Hopefully I have your games. Then it's easier for me to talk about. So that's AFL. That's it, Adam.
Yes, sir. Until next week.
Peace.